Did you know that there's only 14 single punches to throw in all of boxing? But you only need to master 3 of them punches, as well as the combination that I'm going to give you at the end of the video, to really level up in boxing. Before I break down these 3 punches, I want to test your boxing knowledge, because I'm going to do all 14 single punches on the bag, and I want to see if you can name them before the name comes on the screen. Here's the first one. Yeah, you got that one right. Easy, the jab. Now the second one, it's a little bit more difficult, but here it is. Now, whoa, that one nearly ended up in a disaster. Here it is. What's the name of that one? Well, that is the bolo punch. Next, the cross. Next, ooh, the lead screw shot. That's a tricky one. Moving on. Oh, mate. Yes, you got that one, the lead hook. Yeah. Now this one's hard to do on the bag, but here it is. Easy, right? Moving on. We're here. The rear screw shot. Moving on, my favourite punch in all of boxing. Are you ready for this one? Oh, the lead hook to the body. Now the most advanced one on this list. Oh, I'll do that again. Watch the feet. Oh, the pivot hook. Next one, come back around this side. It's a rear hand. Oh, now it's there. The rear hook. Oh, some power in that one. Next one, pretty advanced as well. Come on here. This floor's too slippy. Rear hook to the body. And the last one's to me that I never really teach. It's here. That lead uppercut. How many of them did you get right before the name come on the screen? Let me know in the comments. So which of them 14 punches is the ones that you should perfect and work on the most? Maybe you've noticed that some of the best fighters in the world seem to win with only a few key moves. And I perfected a lot of these punches, which helped me have success in boxing as well. So let's go over them 3 punches, as well as the great combination at the end to really help you level up. Number 1, the most important punch in boxing, the pivot hook to the body. Now you need to perfect that punch to have any success. Just kidding. You know what it is, right? It's the jab. That's why Floyd Mayweather, after 50 fights, who's got the most perfect jab, is still working on it right now. He's constantly practicing this, as well as Canelo Alvarez right here. He's in the gym working on this jab non-stop. Now I'm going to show you 3 different methods of being able to throw this jab the very next time you're in the gym. But first, why is it the most important punch in boxing? Well, it's the closest punch to your opponent. If my opponent's in front of me there, and my boxing stance is like this, my lead hand is closer to him, so it's got less distance to travel, it will get there faster. But as well, it's the perfect punch to find the range with. If you can't land your jab, how are you going to be able to land your right hand, or your rear uppercut, or your left hook to the body, or any of them other single punches that I spoke about? And with that, it helps set up any other combinations that you want to throw behind the jab. And once you perfect this punch with the other 2 punches that I'm going to give you on this video, you are going to really level up, my friend. So the 3 ways you can throw this, like Floyd right here, he's on the spot. He's throwing it for speed, blasting in that heavy bag over and over again. If you notice his front foot, he's doing a slight little step on the spot with that. That step is helping him get more momentum with the speed of the punch. So he's on the spot here, and he's doing a little step with his foot, making sure the step and the punch lands at the same time. And that right there will help you improve the jab. The next way we can use the jab is for a defense. People don't often think of a punch for defense, but it is. If you can learn how to step back and jab at the same time, it's not only going to improve your overall boxing, but as well, it will help you be able to master the left hand. And you can do this on the bag by pushing the bag and having it swing to you. So I'm going to move forward with the bag, and as it comes back, that's when I'm going to jab it and step at the same time. And it'll look like this. So it's swinging, I'm coming forward, stepping back and throwing it. One more time there. If you watch my feet and my hands at the same time, I'm coming forward, it's coming back. And you can work on punching and moving backwards at the same time with that lead hand. And the third way is my favorite way, is the power jab. This is where you're stepping forward and throwing it at the same time, punching through your target. Now, you're not going to get as much speed with this jab, but you're going to get some serious power with it. And it looks like this. If you see the power there, but again, I'm stepping and punching at the same time. Bam! That's a big power jab there. Now moving on to the second punch that you need to master. It's a Superman punch, like this right here.
Oh, right on the button, you see?
Not really, but what it is the best punch other than the jab that beats a hook or an uppercut. And when you do it right, like the way I'm going to show you, you're going to get more speed and power in this punch than you've probably ever had before. Now the reason why this beats the bent arm shot, because to land an uppercut or the hook, your feet needs to be so close to your opponent that you can do that. But if I'm throwing that too, and when he's coming close to me, boom, I can move back out of the way. His bent arm shots is going to miss me because the distance is shorter than this. So you can see the difference right there. With this punch, it's a long range shot. That's why you can get there faster with it than you could with a hook or an uppercut. When you're practicing this, it's important that you don't bring your head forward. And I see this all the time, where people will throw this punch and their head will come forward over the front foot. Really, you don't want to be doing that. You want to think that there's a line in front of your head and you want to turn and punch through the target like this. There is a time and a place for you to bring your head forward. If I was going to throw the lead hook to the body after that punch, I would then throw the cross, bringing my head forward so I can land that hook to the body. But when you're keeping your head back behind the line and you throw that punch fully extended like you see Canelo Alvarez doing here, you see the serious power he's got into that punch.
You have a conventional fighter, and there is Canelo!
Now before I show you the combo that you should be practicing every single time you're in the gym to help you level up, I want to show you the third best punch. Well, this is actually not a punch, it's a headbutt. My jokes are terrible today, mate, aren't they? It's not a headbutt, don't do that. But this punch is so great for a number of reasons. You can get so much power in this punch to knock someone out. You can throw it at 3 different ranges. It has a surprise element to it. It's another punch that's great for setting up other combinations. It can be used as a great counter punch. And when you're using this in training, it will really engage your core muscles as well. And when you do it right, it's going to really improve your overall balance in boxing. And this is what Mike Tyson said about training for this punch.
Just continually do it. Repetitions, repetition until I do it right.
You may have guessed it, I'm talking about the lead hook. But if you don't throw it the way I show you, you're not going to get any power into it and you might lose balance. Now look how I'm throwing this here. I've got my weight on the front foot. I'm transferring the weight to my back foot as I throw this punch, and that weight transfer is what's getting the power in the punch. I'm keeping my non-punching hand up by the face. I'm punching through the bag, exhaling, turning my hips. And when you do this all together, that's where you get the serious power into the punch that you're seeing me do right here. Now this combination that you should be practicing every time you're in the gym, it builds on your fundamentals. It breaks through someone's defense. It mixes up the targets. You will get speed and power in this, I guarantee, if you do it right. It will improve your coordination and balance. It'll improve your rhythm and timing. And doing it multiple times will enhance your endurance. Practice this as much as you can. Now it is time for this combination. Here it is. One more time.
Time for Pacquiao if we can find the right time. Oh, and a beautiful combination.
And that right there is a jab, jab, 2, hook, 2. Now when you're throwing this combination, start off slow. Jab, jab, 2, hook, 2. And then start throwing it faster. But before you do anything on this video, you really need to understand the things that are probably holding you back. And I'll create a video right here that is guaranteed to help you excel and level up in your boxing. So click here and watch this video next. Trust me, you're going to love it.